I did not grow up on a sheep farm. I did not grow up dreaming of starting a shoe company, and my parents are here and they can attest to that. The business that was to become Allbirds was born really with three insights, the first of which I had back in 2009 in Wellington when I was playing soccer for a living, dreaming of going to the World Cup. And it really was about the footwear category writ large, that it was over-designed, it was over-logoed, overdone, and there was an opportunity to build a product that was about much, much less. And it became about natural materials when I visited my first footwear factory that I found on the internet in the off-season of one of my soccer seasons. When I realized that the footwear industry is this incredibly old-fashioned category that defaults to making things out of synthetics and leathers, and it was an opportunity to make shoes out of natural materials. And possibly this was an insight that had been overlooked. Ultimately, it found its purpose when I met my co-founder, who was the college roommate of my now wife, when we realized that there was an opportunity for truly a brand anchored in sustainability, that if we did a survey of everyone in this room, they would say that they care about sustainability, and yet when they go to buy stuff, that completely goes out the window, that there is a disconnect and a huge opportunity in fashion and in footwear specifically to make better things in a better way. And so Allbirds was launched in 2016, March 1st, with one shoe. Now, traditionally in footwear, when you launch a brand, it's all about seasonal releases. It's about getting a contract with a big wholesaler. We did everything differently. We decided to launch with just one shoe. We had the courage to stick with that conviction when it was challenged massively, and we launched on the 1st of March 2016. We had 6 people in San Francisco, and really no sense of how this was going to play out, but a belief in those insights, those foundational insights that had been defended over sort of 6 years by myself and then my co-founder. And in the first week, Time magazine called the shoe the most comfortable in the world, which was good. And we'd written a business plan that was wholly unrealistic, and we blew through that inside really the first 2 months. And it was just this incredible launch, this incredible journey started very, very quickly based on just one shoe. A story and idea that for the longest time was a bad one became a good one overnight. And a year into that journey now, we launched our second product. And again, the idea is that with footwear, that you have to keep changing things. Everything has to be reinvented all the time. We've fundamentally anchored our business in a couple of singular products and a constant improvement of those products. And so it's a very, very different approach. And it's supported, really underpinned by 3 pillars that we like to call the non-negotiables of our business. Insight number 1, people buy shoes because they're comfortable, but usually comfort means ugly. And I know my dad's sitting in the crowd. When he comes home and he tells me that he's bought a comfortable pair of shoes, you assume they don't look very good. So comfort is the number one a huge driver of buying shoes, but there's a design issue. So the design issue is that shoes are overdone, they're over-logoed, they're too bright. And the third one is that people care about the issue of sustainability. And so those 3 pillars are what we like to call at Allbirds the non-negotiables. Those are the 3 things that ladder up to everything that we do. And in the center is the business. It's not enough just to make comfortable shoes. It's not enough just to design beautiful shoes. It's not enough to make shoes sustainably. You have to do all 3. And it seems really, really simple, but that's ultimately become the guiding light of the brand and the business that we've built. And we've done that with a direct-to-consumer business model. There is a revolution going on at the moment, certainly in the States, and I think in New Zealand as well, where old, established categories are being disrupted by this new type of way of doing business.